Grace and peace for you that are listening to me. Thanks a lot for connecting and tuning in so we can make this Bible study together. Today, our theme is In You I Find Hope. Our main Bible verse is in Psalms chapter 16, verse 9. Therefore, my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My flesh also shall rest in hope. So this Bible verse, we have this psalm, which is very known in many Christian places. And what we have here is our hope is set on God. This is a very known principle when we are studying the book of Psalms, because we see repeatedly the psalmist, he puts his trust in God. And here in this psalm particularly, what we have is a transformation where the psalmist, he sees himself in such affliction, which he gets to mention places in hell, my soul in hell. Just that we understand that God, he does everything with a specific person, a specific purpose for each person. And this specific purpose, many times in these situations, they serve for you to mature, for a Christian to understand, so he can see sides of other people's lives which he never knew about. And he sees it in such a way where he can understand and have a reflection to such a point where he will have understanding, where he can give instruction for this person not to commit this again, or even for this Christian so that they can learn a principle or even see something that God is not allowing to happen in their lives as well. You see, the purposes that God has in our lives are so many that if we just imagine, we can think about so many purposes and we might not get to the purpose that he has in your life. What we do have of today's teaching is that we understand that this great life that we supposed to have as Christians is not just the life that is going to happen after we die, after we come back from death with Jesus. No, we believe that as we study God's principles and as we start to live them and use them in our lives, we will grow as Christians to such a point where his glory will manifest in this life. And in this life, we will be able to show other people how great our God is. And our main objective, our main goal is not to show other people how great our God is, because that is something that we already know. But when we start to understand these principles, when we start to read God's word and we start to live God's kingdom, then we start to see that in our lives there will be such a reflection that is not only sensorial, a spiritual thing. It's something that is physical. It comes to become physical. So this principle that we have here in the psalmist today is for us not only to have hope in God, but for us to also understand that our hope is in God and that we have a very, very strong hope. I hope this video has been a blessing for your life. Grace and peace.